Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my podcast, Snack Thoughts. I say again, welcome to my podcast, Snack Thoughts. And what is my thought for tonight? Well, I saw the I guess the interview that Isaiah Carey did on Fox 26 News pertaining to the Passport Bros, and I guess how they've made this young man, Austin Holloman, the face of it, you know. And Austin Holloman is a young man, good looking, about, I guess, 6 feet, 6'1", and he's about 22, 23 years old. And he recently left the United States, for good, and had expatriated to Brazil and had been there for like about 4 months. And basically, he explains on his YouTube channel, that he's decided to go abroad, to date, foreign women, as from his point of view, that I guess dating, relationships in, America could be somewhat challenging, and he had stated and given the highest praise, abroad, and to Brazilian women, that they were easier and more receptive, to men, what I'm saying, and foreign men, much more receptive, and I guess you can say were kinder and more amiable in relationships. And so, Fox 26, the host Isaiah Carey, I guess you can say, did maybe a hit piece, so to speak, on Fox 26 News about the Passport Bros, stating that these passport brothers, or men that get their passports, that they were going abroad, for sex tourism and trafficking and stuff like that, And what I want to say for this to title this episode, I would say Fox 26 News, keep it 100 when it comes to Passport Bros. And I'll say it again, Fox 26 News, keep it 100 when it comes to Passport Bros. And where am I coming from with this? Well, first of all, let me clarify what the Passport Bros is about, or Passport Brothers, But the Passport Bros was a term, obviously, that black men obviously made it popular, but Passport Bros have been around forever. White guys been traveling abroad for dating, and mating and marital relationships, for a long time. Your military guys, which I myself am prior military, me and my buddies, have lived abroad and been abroad for years and dated, and some did marry, non-American women or foreign women, But the Passport Bros basically is a group of men that have decided to get their passports to travel and explore and see other cultures and in countries, so they can learn, grow, and also to expand their options, in terms of business, and the smaller part of it would be to dating and mating with the women. And obviously some are seeking wives, abroad. And I made a video about Passport Bros prior, about it's to each his own, these men that are passport carriers, whether they come from America or other countries, they have the right, to pursue dating and marital relationships abroad, if that is what they choose. And what I think was kind of unfair is that Isaiah Carey, the host on Fox 26 News, you do a piece about Passport Bros, but you don't have any men up there that are Passport Bros to speak on it. You have two females, up there that really don't know anything about Passport Bros and what it is about. And there's one thing that needs to be said. There's always three things that men never play about. That's power, that's money, you know what I'm saying, and that is whom they choose to date, mate, and have and marry. Men don't play about that. And what's happened is that these men that have decided to get their passports, they're expanding their options, and many they're beginning to network. They're building businesses. There are certain ones that are permanently expatriating, and they are seeking, wives that are maybe the right fit for them. And this planet is global. I mean, you have billions of people on this planet, and there is nothing wrong with men seeking to date women that may not be from their same country or from their same race or ethnic background. There's nothing wrong with it. And to paint a narrative and to say that men that are passport holders and that travel and go abroad, that that they're there, for sex tourists or deviants. That's totally unfair. And what I think should be done, obviously, that is his particular show. But if you want to know what Passport Bros are about, why don't you find one and ask one? Why are you asking two females about something that's supposed to be a men's movement? That would be totally unfair to ask men, about issues that pertain to females. If you want to know about women's issues, you should go to a female or try Cosmopolitan magazine. It's only fair, what I'm saying? But to spin a narrative and to paint this young man, Austin Holloman, and other men that choose to travel abroad, in a negative light, that's unfair. And so what I say to anyone, if you want to know about Passport Bros, why don't you go directly to the source and hear what these men have to say and find out what they are about. I always say on my YouTube channel, and even on the podcast, leave a comment. Love to dialogue with you. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. Everyone has a right to be heard. And while that is true, and while there is freedom of speech in America, we have to be fair and balanced. Granted, you have a right to your opinion, but how can you accurately speak on something or a topic that you don't know anything about? If you want to know about chemistry or biology, then you need to go to a chemist or someone who has a PhD in the sciences in that specific discipline. You don't go to an art instructor to find out about history. You don't go to a history major to find out about physics. You need that specific expert on that particular topic. And if you don't have any experience, how can a woman explain about a man's experience when she's never been a man and never will be one? So I'm just saying, you have to be fair and balanced and, objective you know, in what you say rather than paint a negative light. I mean, I guess maybe negative news does sell, you know, but what I would say to Fox 26 News, journalists are supposed to be fair and impartial, you know. So if you're going to tell the story about Passport Bros, then why don't you bring one, you know what I'm saying, up and interview them so they can share with the world what Passport Bros is about? You know, like I said, it seemed rather disingenuous, you know what I'm saying, to try to paint a narrative on men that are not doing anything wrong, they're not violating any laws, they're not harming anyone, you know, and they have the right to freedom to travel just like anyone else does. I mean, no one says anything about how Stella got her groove back, you know, about women, you know, that travel, you know what I'm saying, black, white, whatever, that travel to Jamaica, to Caribbean, to Africa, you know what I'm saying, to get their swerve on, you know, with the men over there that they do pay and participate in sex tourism. No one says anything about that, and nothing should be said about it because they are grown women and they have a right to live their lives how they choose. And likewise, it should be the same with the men, you know. And lastly, you know, to try to paint a young man that never said anything derogatory or negative, and he does not participate in any sexual tourism, you know, but because of a foolish statement made by one Brazilian feminist, you know, they blew it out of proportion. But anyway, you know, my thing is this: to Fox 26 News and anyone else that wants to know, any news media, anyone or any individuals, if you want to know what Passport Bros is about, you know, you have plenty of YouTube channels. There's plenty, you know what I'm saying, of these guys that you can contact, and they can easily explain to you what the Passport Bros is, or if you want to say what the Passport Bros movement is about. But to Fox 26 News, Mr. Isaiah Carey, please, you know what I'm saying, don't paint a false narrative, you know, on men that are doing no one any harm. You know, if you want to know about Passport Bros, be fair and balanced. If you're going to have women up there speaking on a male issue, then you ought to have a male, you know, that is a Passport Bro up there able to speak, you know what I'm saying, you know, and clarify what the Passport Bros is about, you know, on these men's behalf. But that's all I have. Something, you know, short and sweet and to the point, you know. You have to be fair, you know what I'm saying, and balance, you know, in all things, you know. If we are not the experts on a specific topic, then it's not fair to speak on it, you know. You need some more background, and you need people that understand it from the inside and out. And who would better understand a Passport Bro than a Passport Bro? Let the Passport Bros tell their own story. But that's all I have on this one, guys. And thank you for listening. Thanks for all that are subscribed to Snack Starts and to my YouTube channel, Eric Brothers YouTube. And the name of this podcast is Snack Starts, SNAKZTHOUGHTS, Snack Starts. And this podcast can be found on Anchor, Spreaker, Spotify, Acast, iTunes, SoundCloud, Radio PPM, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, and a host of other social media platforms. And I also have a YouTube channel, Eric Brothers YouTube, EricBroadus YouTube, or ericbroadersyoutube.com. And lastly, I'm teaching courses on Skillshare on how to succeed in the military, cultural diversity, leadership, and a host of other topics, and I'll leave the link in the description. So please join the class on Skillshare. Love to have you guys. And when you go to my YouTube channel, Smash that bell to become a subscriber. And also smash the like button to like the videos. If you don't like the videos, hit the unlike button. Either way, leave a comment. Love to dialogue with you. Everyone is entitled to their opinion and has a right to be heard. But that's all I have on this one on Snacks Thoughts. But again, Fox 26 News, keep it 100 when it comes to the Passport Bros. Let those passport men tell their story. If you really want to know about Passport Bros, bring one of them up there, and they'd be glad to share with you what Passport Bros is about. Peace out, guys. Catch you on the next one. Later.